Why do troubling thoughts enter our minds even when we wish they wouldn't? It's a challenge to keep our minds clear of unwanted, inappropriate thoughts. The mind seems to be both a valuable friend and a formidable foe. Following our mind can sometimes lead us astray, but finding a balance allows us to attain fulfillment in life. Despite our efforts to block out undesirable thoughts, they persist and may even intensify. Interestingly, the more we try to avoid something, the more it tends to intrude into our thoughts. It's a delicate balance, not running away from challenges, but managing them wisely. Gautam Buddha once encountered a young man grappling with the prevalence of impure thoughts in his mind. The young man expressed his distress, admitting to being constantly bothered by thoughts of lust. He felt consumed by these thoughts, affecting his peace of mind and focus. Buddha, in his wisdom, offered guidance, emphasizing the importance of understanding the nature of such thoughts. He encouraged the young man to recognize that these thoughts are a natural aspect of human existence, not inherently bad. Instead, Buddha highlighted the significance of managing these thoughts by fostering a balanced mindset and making conscious choices. Buddha responded with a smile and inquired of the young man, "Do you grasp the essence of this thing called lust?" The boy admitted, "Buddha, I'm not familiar with what lust is exactly, but I do know people consider it a very negative force." Buddha clarified, "It's crucial to recognize that what exists naturally within us isn't inherently bad. It serves a purpose in our lives in various ways. Lust, fundamentally, isn't evil. It's a sentiment in our minds, signaling a desire for something we perceive as lacking." The young man, having absorbed this insight, asked Buddha, "I understand the concept of lust now, but can you shed light on its origin and how it manifests?" Gautam Buddha conveyed, "Lust doesn't emanate from an external source. It's an inherent aspect of our being, essential for the expansion of the human race." Curious, the young man inquired further, "If it's within us and necessary, why is there a societal perception that it's wrong?" Buddha explained, "Here lies the misconception. People often misinterpret lust, attempting to conceal or suppress it. Lust itself isn't inherently wrong. It becomes problematic when used inappropriately." He continued, "Individuals sometimes live solely for their desires, constantly fixating on them. This approach is flawed." Buddha then shared a perspective with the young man. "Consider this. Even animals engage in sexual activities." The young man acknowledged, "Yes, Buddha, animals also experience lust, as it ensures the continuity of their species." Buddha emphasized, "Yet we don't label animal lust as wrong." Puzzled, the young man sought clarification. "Why not, Mahatma?" Gautam Buddha responded, "Animals don't use their lust for pleasure. It serves the purpose of procreation. Unlike humans, they lack the understanding to make lust the foundation of their happiness." He continued, "While nature has bestowed upon humans the ability to perpetuate their lineage, individuals have elevated sex and lust to become the focal points of their happiness, deviating from the intended balance. Unchecked lust is misguided, and it's essential to avoid letting it run rampant. We must understand why we tend to dominate and allow it to become unbridled." Concluding his teachings, Gautam Buddha urged the young man, "Listen attentively. What I share now will unravel the intricate dynamics of lust and provide answers to your questions." Gautam Buddha began a tale saying, "Let's delve into a story from the past. In an ashram, there lived a guru along with his disciple. The daily routine included disciples venturing to the village beyond the ashram for initiation. Among them was a disciple responsible for collecting alms, passing by a river on his route. One day as he approached, he noticed a boy hiding behind a tree. Curious, the disciple approached and asked, "Brother, why are you hiding behind this tree?" The boy responded, "Hey, can't you see what I'm seeing?" As they gazed at the river, they spotted girls of about 14 or 15 years old, fetching water. Perceiving no reason for secrecy, the disciple remarked, "Why hide? The girls are just collecting water." The boy retorted, "You fool! Can't you see the enchanting scene? Observe their expressions, the grace of their movements as they lift the pots. and how their hair flows on their waists like scattered beauty. The disciple, still unable to discern anything noteworthy, continued to look at the river, fearlessly unperturbed. However, as he hid and watched the girls, a sense of wrongdoing overcame him. Trembling from within, he acknowledged, "What I'm doing is not right, I should leave," and so he quickly departed. Later he returned to the ashram, attempting to immerse himself in work. However, the images of what he had witnessed replayed relentlessly in his mind, tempting him. He found it increasingly challenging to focus on his tasks, with an overpowering desire to witness the captivating scene by the river. His engagement with the ashram's duties dwindled. Sleep and proper meals became elusive, and his restless mind continually yearned to witness the beauty of those girls. Even during almsgiving by the guru, the disciple's thoughts were elsewhere. Observing these actions, the guru decided to intervene. One day he summoned the disciple and proposed, "From today, I will accompany you for alms. Let's go begging together." The disciple hesitated, insisting that he could beg alone effectively. Unperturbed, the guru allowed him to go alone. As the disciple set out to beg, the guru discreetly followed him to observe his actions. After a short distance, the guru discovered that the disciple was hiding behind a tree with a boy, seemingly involved in secret observations. The guru positioned himself behind the disciple, curious about the nature of his clandestine activities. It became apparent that the disciple was watching the girls by the river. Amused, the guru quipped, "Planning to beg from the girls as well." The disciple, caught off guard, became visibly anxious and speechless. The boy accompanying him fled, heightening the disciple's unease. He struggled to articulate his thoughts, avoiding eye contact with his teacher. The teacher gazed at the disciple and remarked, "My disciple is usually fearless, unafraid of anything, but what's happening now? Why are you trembling with fear?" In response, the disciple pleaded with the guru, "Forgive me, Gurudev, I am not at fault here. That person deceived me. However, I promise you that from this moment onward I will refrain from such actions. Please forgive me." The guru reassured, "No problem, but remember, the company we keep shapes our outcomes. The thoughts of those around us influence us. Surround yourself with good company so that positive thoughts fill your mind." After this incident, the guru and the disciple returned to the ashram, refocusing on their work. The disciple altered his route and approach, becoming more meticulous in his duties. However, a growing sense of anger started to manifest within him. He found himself becoming irritable towards other disciples, leading to restlessness. His eating habits also suffered, with irregular and minimal meals. One evening, the guru approached the disciple, questioning, "You had promised to control your mind. How many times have you broken that promise?" Overwhelmed with guilt, the disciple prostrated at his guru's feet, tears streaming down his face. Through sobs, he confessed, "Gurudev, I have broken my promise repeatedly. Every time I make a commitment, I end up breaking it. I can't control it, no matter how hard I try to banish negative thoughts from my mind." The guru led the disciple to the ashram garden and posed a challenge. "Observe. There are drains here channeling water from the river to nurture these plants. Can you halt the flow of this water?" Eagerly, the disciple replied, "Certainly, Gurudev, I can stop this flow." He scooped up soil and barricaded the drain. The water paused momentarily, only to find its way through the sand after a while. The guru questioned, "What happened? The water didn't stop at all." Undeterred, the disciple tried another method, tossing pebbles into the drain. Once again, the water halted briefly before resuming its course over the pebbles. The guru remarked, "Disciple, what's happening?" The water returned. "Can we truly prevent something entirely?" Unfazed, the disciple asserted, "No problem, Gurudev. I'll stop this water and prove it to you." He placed a large stone on the drain, successfully stopping the water. Proudly, he declared, "I've done as you asked." The guru smiled and pointed out, "Observe closely. The water has indeed stopped, but it found a way out by breaking the drain behind, flowing around the stone, and will soon resume its course." Realizing the analogy, the disciple queried, "Gurudev, is there no way to free myself from impure thoughts?" The Guru responded, "There is a way. Consider this water as thoughts. It originates from the river. If we redirect the course of the water at its source, we can control it." The Guru then led the disciple to the river, supplying water to the garden. "If we block the path from the river to the garden, can't we stop the water?" asked the Guru. The disciple affirmed, "Yes, Gurudev, we can certainly do that. If I cut off the water here, it won't reach the drain or the garden." The Guru cautioned, "Disciple, remember the garden's trees and plants depend on this water. Denying them water will harm their growth." Reflecting on this, the disciple admitted, "I never considered that. It's crucial for this water to reach the garden." The Guru explained, "Some trees and plants in the garden need water daily, and if denied, they'll wither and die. We must allow the water to flow." Understanding this, the disciple reopened the way for water. The Guru then posed a question, "What if we direct all the river's water toward the garden?" The disciple responded, "Gurudev, there are trees and plants in the garden. Excessive water will destroy them, leaving nothing behind." The Guru smiled, emphasizing the importance of balance in life, stating, "We don't need to stop anything, we just need to maintain equilibrium. Both scarcity and excess can harm plants. Our life thrives on balance." The Guru continued, "Let me ask you, if I instruct you not to think about mangoes, whose image will come to your mind first?" He explained, "Attempting to forcefully suppress impure thoughts makes them stronger. Instead, we should avoid trying to suppress them." The Guru shared insight. Dirty thoughts often arise from association with negative influences. Sometimes sensuality isn't inherent, but living with inappropriate company can make it dominant. Realizing his misstep, the disciple admitted, "Gurudev, you are right. I had lost my way." That night he slept peacefully, and the next morning he approached his work with renewed dedication. During his almsgiving rounds, he returned to the same path where the boy still lingered behind the tree, watching the girls. The disciple took the boy to the river where the girls were drawing water. Requesting water from the girls, one of them offered it to him, and the disciple in turn blessed her, saying, "May you be well, filled with positive energy." A joyful expression lit up his face, as if he had rediscovered something once lost. He resumed his journey. Suddenly, the boy who had been hiding behind the tree approached him, saying, "What's going on today? You observed closely, even surpassed me." The disciple replied, "We're always busy observing others. Find someone you like. If the feeling is mutual, consider getting married. But before that, strive to become someone. Discover your identity. Don't waste your time like this." From that day on, the boy started meeting the disciple regularly, receiving inspiration to avoid going to the river. Consequently, the boy began a journey to shape his own life. This illustrates the impact of company on our thoughts. Alter your companions and you'll witness a change in your thoughts. Attempting to forcefully suppress impure thoughts only strengthens them. Hence, we should refrain from trying to suppress them. The Guru conveyed, "Our impure thoughts often arise due to association with negative influences. Sometimes sensuality isn't intrinsic, but living among inappropriate company can make it dominant." Realizing his misguided path, the disciple admitted, "Gurudev, you are right. I had lost my way." That night, the disciple slept peacefully. The next morning, he approached his work with renewed dedication. During his almsgiving rounds, he revisited the path where the boy still lingered behind the tree, watching the girls. The disciple took the boy to the river where the girls were drawing water, requesting water from them. One of the girls gave him water, and in return, the disciple blessed her, saying, "May you be well, so that your mindset is filled with positive energy." A radiant smile appeared on his face, as if he had reclaimed something precious. He continued on his way. At that moment, the boy emerged from behind the tree, approaching the disciple. "What's going on today? You've witnessed it up close, even surpassed me." The disciple advised, "We're constantly engrossed in observing others. Find someone you like. If the feeling is mutual, consider marriage. But before that, strive to become someone. Identify yourself. Don't waste your time like this. The boy began meeting the disciple daily, drawing inspiration to avoid the river. Consequently, he embarked on a journey to shape his own life. This illustrates the profound impact of company on our thoughts. Change your company, and you'll witness a transformation in your thoughts. The guru asked the disciple, "Did you find answers to all your questions?" The disciple responded, "Yes, Mahatmaji, thank you." The guru then advised, "When impure thoughts arise, don't deem yourself guilty. This body has learned for thousands of years, and it won't break because of your thoughts or pledges. Yet you possess the power and energy to use in balance. You are a living energy free to experience anything. That's how you truly know yourself." If you're looking for motivation to lead a meaningful life, be sure to click the subscribe button. Stay connected for more content that will make you ponder. Let's journey into profound insights together. Until we meet again, stay aware and stay inspired.